Let's take a wander over to my pond, my fire pond. Well, I'm supposed to put the fire out in my house if I ever have one. Am I recording? Goddamn sun. I think I am. Got some pretty white, I don't know what's, and let's see. We're gonna go down here. And I, who have a dress on, yes. Oh, frogs! Frogs are jumping. They done jumped. This pond is usually filled to the brim. But actually, there's an it goes underneath and creates my stream. And I have a dry stream. And I hear a biplane up there. Can't see it. But isn't this beautiful? I wish there was something I could swim in. Let's see if I can make some more froggies jump without getting into the pond. No, they all jumped in when I walked over. Oh, I'm coming over here. It's kind of peaceful. You can see the trees and the pond. Need some more rain to fill this puppy back up, but if what angry catfish says is right, well, my artesian well, which I don't have an artesian well, I don't think. My well's dug 200 feet or more, but it's electric, so it ain't gonna work anyway when shit hits the fan. But if what he says is right, there won't be any water in it anyway, because the earth's gonna stop and it's gonna start back up again. And yeah, the water's gonna be distributed weirdly, I suppose. I'm in the northeast, up from Cape Cod. Actually, I'm 350, 400 miles from Cape Cod. However, I'm at the corner there. If you look at Southwick on the map, you will see Southwick. Southwick is part of Connecticut, but I don't know what that means for me. In some maps, it looks like I'll have beachfront property, and in some maps, I'll probably be gone. But there's no moving. I have my 2 sons, my daughter-in-law, her son, and my husband, and they don't think that. They think I'm just watching too many crazy sights. They don't think that I have some knowledge. But I do want to shout out to Angry Catfish Briggs. That's Eric Briggs, the real Eric Briggs, not the dark circle with a little cloud in it. Eric Briggs, he's not real. If he is real, he's not the real Eric Briggs, who worked for Senator Jim Davies and who's done a lot in his time, as well as a sailor, the Navy, navigates by the moon and the stars. Who's telling us that the moon and the stars are not in the right areas? The moon flips 180 degrees every night. If you look at it every couple hours at night, you'll see that it starts as a waxing moon and ends as a waning moon. I mean, I've seen the moon in a smile, and you should never see the moon in a smile. I'm sorry, but you should never see the moon with its crescent as a smile. It's wrong. Look it up. You could see what NASA has out there for the moon phases. You could see it. I don't understand. If I'm as dumb as I am, and I can go and look up why the moon is looking weird and flipping and flopping, and that it's wrong, then do the research as to why it's wrong. The only person I came up to is Eric Briggs, but I've seen others say it's normal for the moon to do that, and it's not. It's not. I've noticed it 8 years ago, at least. I noticed the sun. Oh, God, I can't tell you how many times I listen to my husband tell me how many trees we've got to cut out of our yard to get sun for a garden. Which trees, year after year, which trees we need to cut out of our yard to get sun. And then one day he's telling me, Deb, the sun doesn't shine. Yeah, I gotta stand. Oh, sorry. The sun doesn't shine. The trees that are blocking the sun are not blocking the sun anymore. The trees that didn't block the sun are blocking the sun. So I know for a fact that all the years living here, which has been 18 years living here in Southwick, Massachusetts, we know the sun. We've been waiting to figure out which trees to cut to get a good garden. We know the moon. We know the sun isn't coming up properly. And I don't care about the black dog on Mr. MB333's channel saying that, oh yeah, where do you think the sun should come up? Well, how about explaining why it should come up that way and why it's not coming up that way? Somebody's got to explain that. Somebody's got to take Eric Briggs, aka Angry Catfish Briggs, up on his $100 offer to prove him wrong. He has a $100 offer out there for y'all to prove him wrong. Tell him that the moon isn't doing a 180-degree flip at night. Tell him it's not waxing and then waning at the end of the night. I think he shut Suspicious Observer up, who's been telling people the wrong things. Look at that ripple. So pretty. Yeah, so I don't know everything. I don't even know the tip of the iceberg. But I do know what I see in my sky. And I see the moon doing what it shouldn't ever do and has never done. And I know it's because our Earth is tilted. Mother Earth is tilted on her axis, rotating around. The Big Dipper ain't where it's supposed to be. I don't even think Polaris or the North Star is where it's supposed to be because, damn, I saw it in the east the other day. Providing that was the North Star. Jesus, I've been blabbing for 8 minutes. You know what? This mouth and brain that actually knows nothing is going to let you decide. Because everybody's going to decide on their own who's right and who's wrong. And there is nobody completely right. Nobody's completely right because nobody knows what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and who's going to be affected and how many are going to be killed. I don't think there's anybody that knows. But I believe Eric's been the only one I found to confirm all the things I've seen and all the things I've read and all the things I know. He's been the one to confirm it for me probably about 5 years ago. No, it's going on 6 or 7 years ago. He confirmed it for me. It was an odd situation that I even found him. But I did because of all the Google searches that I took time to mix and match and twiddle my words around to make it come up with stuff that I needed to read about. And I do know that something's going on. I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know what's going to happen. But I have seen the rays for the blue kachina. Eric's shown us the rays for the blue kachina. But I think I've seen the rays for the red kachina too. And I think a lot of the red in the sky, which is not our normal red skies at night. Sailors delight, red skies in the morning, sailors take warning. This has always been in the past in the sunrise area or in the sunset area. But it's not anymore. It's all over the sky. In the sunrise, in the morning when it's red, it's at the top of my house. You can see the red in the clouds. And in the sunset, it's the same deal. It's not red at sunset. It's red everywhere at sunset. So, you know, all I can say is 1748 hertz. Go to the binaural beats or just type in 1748 hertz. Type in the Schumann resonance. Read about Dr. Schumann. The Earth is at 783 megahertz, 783 hertz. We resonate with the Earth as well. There's studies done. Studies were done. So anyway, I gotta let this video go because, you know what? Talking out my ass, I don't know much, but I do know some. Peace and love, ciao.